Yo, what's going on, you guys? It's your man, the Grass Ninja. Welcome to the channel. In today's video, we're gonna be bringing light to some of the crazier questions that have been raised up after the Minato one-shot manga. Now, Minato's one-shot has officially released, like, yesterday, Sunday or whatever, and today I'm, like, working on the video, and it's like everyone's already done their breakdown. So, like, instead of talking about page by page all the stuff that you already read, and you already heard Naruto explain to talk about, let's talk about some of the questions that are actually being brought up. Because, for one, right, you gotta support the official release. Like if you read this on OP Scans, like the 2 or 3 days earlier release that came out by the fans, and you didn't check out the official release, just know that you're not helping the whole, like, let's get this animated train. Like, if you want this animated, then go support the official release, because I definitely want to see version 1 and version 2 cloak Kushina punch a hole in Minato's chest in the anime. Plus, Jiraiya is back, boys. Let's go. Demon mode Kurama, stop playing around. So support the official release. But for this video, we're going to actually talk about some of the crazier things that happened in the chapter that just, I don't know. They scratch that itch for me. Like, there's so many questions that I have. And let's just jump into the first one. Like, how long is Kushina been forced to live inside of that barrier? Okay, so in the chapter we saw that there is actually a barrier that the Uzumaki have set up that help strengthen the seal of their Jinchuriki. So if you're the Nine-Tails Jinchuriki in Konoha, you're actually forced to live in house arrest. You're trapped in this sealing barrier that strengthens the seal of your tailed beast seal, however the heck they call that. Now, we don't know how long she's been in there or when the exact moment she became Jinchuriki was. I mean, in the chapter, we saw her interacting with Mito Uzumaki before becoming the Jinchuriki. She was like, did you bring me here to tell me I'm going to be the next Jinchuriki? No, she came here to be like, look, yeah, that's going to happen, but you need to find love if you want to not be suffering your whole life while you are stuck in this barrier. So, how long has Kushina been stuck inside that barrier? And then the other thing, why wasn't Naruto kept in a similar situation? Because we know Naruto's the Nine-Tails Jinchuriki. Just because Minato died and Kushina was gone doesn't mean the barrier should be gone. The barrier was there before Kushina. So what happened to that barrier? Why wasn't it, like, used in OG Naruto? And I don't want the answers of, like, oh, well, Kishimoto just created it. Like, did Minato abolish this whole thing after becoming Hokage so his girl wasn't trapped in house arrest? He's like, look, I'm the fastest, strongest dude up in here. So, like, if anything goes wrong, I got it, you know? So, here's what happened with that barrier. I need to know. Now, here's the other thing. What's going on with Kushina's seal, right? Her seal on the Nine-Tails is so unique and different because we saw Naruto's seal with the Nine-Tails. The Nine-Tails is basically trapped in, like, a cage, right? He's stuck behind the other side of a fence, and he can only talk to Naruto, right? And for the most part, he's looking comfortable. Sure, he's trapped in a cage, but he can lay down, he can take naps and stuff. He's chilling inside of Naruto. But then when you look at his status and what's going on with him in Kushina, this dude is chained up and pinned down to a ball of fire. Like, what's going on with Kushina's seal? Why is it so different? Like, I'm over here wondering why the Nine-Tails hates people so much. They have him chained up to a ball of fire for, like, Uzumaki level lifespans, bro. Like, we don't know if it was the same thing for Mito Uzumaki, but I'm assuming it was, because I would not mess with people either if they sealed me up in a person and I was forever impaled and chained to a ball of flames. So, like, is Minato's sealing jutsu just that much better that they decided we don't need that barrier no more? and Kurama's cool with chilling in Naruto because he's not angry about being chained to a ball of fire. So yeah, I want to know what's going on with Kushina's seal. Why is it so different than Naruto's? We also learn about the hair swirlies. So in the chapter, we learn that, like, or we're reminded that ninjas' hair swirl into a certain direction, and if you're needing your chakra, it's helpful to rotate your chakra in the same direction that your hair naturally swirls. And then when we check out Minato, he has 2 hair swirlies that literally are in opposite directions. One swirls clockwise, the other counterclockwise. And this made it a little challenging for him to use the Rasengan, because he's like, which direction should I rotate my chakra? He eventually settles on rotating it in both directions. He's like, I'll just rotate my chakra evenly in both directions. And then on his first try, just gets the Rasengan after learning, or after trying it. So Minato has 2 hair swirlies, and then he perfects the Rasengan. And Jiraiya makes a comment about, it's said that people with 2 hair swirls are natural born geniuses when it comes to ninjutsu, or something along those lines. We never saw Boruto really struggle with the Rasengan. It took him a week, right? It took Naruto a month. It took Minato about 3 years. We don't really, I guess not anymore after the chapter or whatever. But yeah, it took Minato some time too. He was struggling. We don't understand how long it took Minato. But now I'm like wondering, like, is Boruto just a beyond genius? Because he created the Rasengan, or he learned it, and then added a nature transformation on top of it. So like, somebody go check out the Boy Scout. Let's see how many hair swirlies Boruto's got. And the other thing, when it comes to like the Nine Tails Jinchuriki being forced in the barrier, this is by like the Hokage's orders, right? Because he has Anbu on Kushina at all times. Like, she had to hit them with adamantine chains in order to seal them to the ground so that they couldn't follow her as she exited the barrier. And we understand when she meets up with Minato, she's like, oh yeah, Lord Third gave me special permission to be here without my guards and stuff. And he's like, word, that sounds awesome. But at the same time, it's like, that would imply Lord Third is the one enforcing her to be on this house arrest status inside the barrier. So not only is Lord Third like hated for like making sure Naruto was only eating ramen and drinking spoiled milk, but he's out here putting teenagers on house arrest and stuff instead of expanding the size of the barrier or doing anything to try to make it more comfortable for the Jinchuriki. I mean, I get it, it's wartime, you gotta prioritize, but at the same time, it's just, he's not a good dude. It's just not looking good for Hiruzen. Now, the other thing, how much chakra does Minato actually have? As he created the Rasengan, Kushina was spying on him, and she asks him about the jutsu, like where did he get the inspiration, why is he making it, and he says that he saw the tailed beast use it on the battlefield. And since we're in wartime, it's only a matter of time before Konoha decides to put her on the battlefield. Like, literally, page 1, the 4 tails and the 5 tails are straight up like, look, man, if you want to have an even playing field with us, y'all should have brought the 9 tails Jinchuriki. Like, we're not messing around. And then they launch Biju bombs. And that's when Minato's like, I need to be able to create something like that to protect Kushina. So he's out here learning the Rasengan, and his intentions were to actually give it to Kushina. And he says something along the lines like, yeah, I made a jutsu that should work good with your massive chakra reserves, in order so you can protect yourself from Biju and Jinchuriki. And then we obviously see him clash with the Nine Tails tailed beast bomb. So like, how much chakra does Minato actually have, or how potent is his ninjutsu? Like, how strong is he for real? Because when he augments her seal, right, she starts to transform, she goes berserk, and then he hits her with the 8 tetragram seal, and this blocks the Nine Tails from assaulting Kushina. Alright, and then Kurama comments on Minato's ability to use the Uzumaki sealing jutsu in his own style, and he's like, the fact that they're a ninja this powerful even after the age of Hashirama is incredible. He literally says he's in a similar power ranking to Hashirama. So like, how much chakra does Minato have for real in base as a teenager? And then that question actually carries over to the next thing, because if Kurama says that Minato is as powerful or in a similar power ranking as Hashirama, and then it's followed up with, why do you care so much about this girl, right? Because in the same page that he says this power Hashirama stuff, he literally asks, why does he care about Kushina? And then Minato's response is, because I like strong people. I really like people who are stronger than me, and that's why I love Kushina. So he's out here saying, yeah, I like strong people, and if you're really strong, I'll really like you. But I love Kushina, which means he's saying Kushina is way stronger than him. And the Nine Tails was like, yeah, this dude is on the same level or a similar level as Hashirama. So everyone's focused on Hashirama-Minato debates, but I'm like, the real debate is, Kushina over Hashirama right now, and nobody seems to be talking about that. And I just wanted to bring some of these questions to light, because for real, this manga raised more questions than it answers. Sure, the secret behind the Rasengan is it was a jutsu inspired by the tailed beast of the Hidden Stone Village during the Third Great Ninja War, and Minato's trying to protect his girl because it's only a matter of time before she's forced on the battlefield, and then he doesn't want her not prepared. He wants to be able to protect her. He wanted to give her the Rasengan, like as in she should be able to use it. So Kushina, stronger than Minato, out here using the Rasengan in somebody's fanfiction. I don't even know, but that's what Kishimoto's implying right here. And then finally, let's talk about the Biju Bomb Rasengan clash, because this thing it's up for interpretation, right? Because it's not the physical Minato clashing with Kurama. Kurama's sealed inside of Kushina, and then he's literally inside of Kushina's mind using the Rasengan to push back a Biju Bomb. Alright, now I get it. Naruto did a similar thing in like when he was taming the Nine Tails, but we don't even see the end results of this clash. There's an explosion, and then Minato wakes up in the hospital. Presumably, they won and they beat the Nine Tails there, but we don't know like how severely damaged the Nine Tails was, or if he just destabilized the Tailed Beast Bomb. And again, a lot of people are ignoring the fact that Kushina is restraining the Nine Tails. Like, she literally goes out of her way to strengthen her adamantine chains. It rewraps all of them around the neck of Kurama, and it pulling him down. So he's trying to push back against Minato, but Kushina's like, no, I'm gonna hit you with these chains that'll pull you back. And they restrict you from using chakra, so it's a sealing chain. And then Minato's out here like, I exist always inside of Kushina, eat my Rasengan, or my twin ice pop Jiraiya inspired Nimbus Halo, whatever. And then Kushina basically is the real person who named the Rasengan because it was created for her. And that's the secrets behind Minato's jutsu. Now, I want to know what you guys are thinking in the comment section below, because a lot of people are pointing to, like, you know, Minato Hashirama debates, but like Kushina low-key the strongest. What's going on with Kushina's sealing jutsu? Why is the Nine Tails chained up and pinned down to a ball of fire? And what happened to that sealing barrier, bro? Is the third Hokage just that bad of a guy? He's out here putting kids on house arrest, and then after he took her kid and was like, you're gonna eat ramen and spoiled milk. Like, yeah, let me know what you guys are thinking in the comment section down below. I've been your man's the Grass Ninja. Have a good day. Peace.